Hiya, Zan here. Hope you are doing well. So it's been a little while, but I'm back doing my first build on this channel with the new Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. And in this pack there are 2 apartment blocks which I was really excited about, since one of my favourite things in The Sims is renovating apartments. So of course that was the first thing I wanted to do with this pack. And yeah, this is StoneStreet Apartments number 4. So there's 2 apartments in this block, as well as 2 in a separate block in another neighbourhood within the new world. So I wanted to do an apartment build for a single mum with 2 children, and the idea is that she still wants it to be quite a comfortable, kind of homely apartment, but at a lower cost. So since Eco Lifestyle is all about kind of upcycled items, this apartment uses as many items as I could from that pack, so recycled things, and then also some items from other packs that I thought kind of gave off that vibe. Like in the kitchen we end up using some counters from Island Living, and they've got like a really bright teal top to them, which kind of looks plasticky, I thought. So stuff like that I thought kind of looked like it was upcycled and would be good for this build. But yeah, it was definitely fun kind of trying to figure out the layout for these new apartments, because I've done so many apartment renovations in city living, like some apartments 4 or 5 times. So for those ones I kind of know those the shape of the apartments and kind of what layouts work best, but these new ones I'm just trying to kind of figure out with the windows. So this one, the living room looked a bit large, so we have that wall that kind of splits off the study area behind it, so that's still one room, but it just looks a bit nicer divided like that. And the wall divider, I also use one of the windows that comes with the pack, which kind of has a neat pattern on it, so I thought it would be kind of cool to use it there. Also, that item behind the stove I thought was just the perfect splashback. It's just a downsized kind of stained glass wall item. Usually for behind the stove I'll use like mirrors or a different coloured wallpaper, because yeah, there's no items as splashbacks currently, so I'm quite pleased with that one. I think I'll be using it a fair bit. Also for the kind of dining table we go with a city living one that kind of looks perhaps handcrafted or recycled with the pattern there underneath. But yeah, I've done builds for all the apartments in this world now, but as you probably have seen or played yourself, if you have this expansion, your Sims can vote to have a modern development put in place for the neighbourhood. So that means that the apartment exterior changes as well as the neighbourhood. So the windows change to a different style, as well as kind of position of them. So all the builds I did are for the original apartments, but I think if you change it to modern development, it's not too much effort to kind of move the curtains around or a couple items on the wall. But yeah. Also, for some of the other apartment builds, I went into the debug menu to choose some of the furniture that your sim can craft, which isn't available in the kind of standard build and buy menu, just to kind of have some variety in the builds. But I also felt a little bad doing that, because the point is that your Sims are supposed to like collect the dies and create those items, but I did just want the other apartments to kind of have some different furniture from this pack. But yeah, I haven't been able to do too much gameplay yet, unfortunately, just because I haven't had the time. So hopefully soon I can have the chance to kind of play around with it a bit more, since there is quite a lot to do in this pack by the looks of it. But yeah, I've been back at work for a couple weeks now, because New Zealand is down to level 1, so it's pretty much everything is normal here again, just the borders for international travel are still closed. Yeah, we were supposed to actually be going on holiday to Canada and America next month, but we had to get refunds for that because obviously we can't leave the country. We're also going to go to my friend's wedding in Australia in October, and there had kind of been talk about allowances being made just to travel between Australia and New Zealand if Australia's cases went down as much as ours, but that's kind of not looking so likely this year anymore. I don't think it's going to be possible to travel there till at least next year, if even that. But yeah, for this apartment I've also done a duplicate of it but slightly changed for the apartment next door. So I think I just rearranged a few items to suit the windows better, and I also changed some colors of the items and used some of the debug ones that Sims had created. So I don't think I'll do a video on that because it's basically the same thing but different furniture, but that's on my gallery as well. Perhaps I'll post some screenshots of it at the end, but I'll see. But for this build I was originally thinking if the second room should be dedicated to just the activity items that come with the pack, to do like recycling and the various activities. But one, I haven't done enough gameplay to know which of those items together makes sense, if that's a thing. And I'm guessing you can just kind of put some items in the inventory and place those items down to use them when you want, because in an apartment I don't know if it's that practical to have a whole bunch of those. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do some gameplay and see, but for this I thought it'd be cool just to have it as kind of a family apartment, and there are a couple really cute kid items that came with this. For one, the new toddler bed, which I think I realised and then replace that bed with. Also there's a new dollhouse which is quite cute. It looks like it's made out of cardboard. But yeah, I just end up kind of rearranging this room quite a bit, and I made sure to play test this apartment to make sure it all works well. I also put like a little clock in that circle cutout hole in the toddler bed, which I thought ended up looking kind of cute. But I've kind of found myself lately placing all the furniture down and arranging it so it all fits how I like and in the kind of colour schemes that I want for the furniture before I then go ahead and do the wallpaper and flooring. I don't know, that just kind of seems to be working a bit better for me at the moment. I do find with these side tables they're always just too big. Like, apart from the one side table that came with the bowling pack, the cute little kind of 70s one, they all seem too massive, so I find myself always sizing them down, but then there's kind of the problem of the lamps not sitting on them directly. I think there is a piece of custom content, like a red shelf, so you can easily get items at the right level that you want and then remove that shelf. So I'm thinking I might use that, because finding myself lately kind of moving the items away so I can place all the clutter items there before moving the item back, but it does take a bit more time, but I do like the effect of it. Like, it looks like there's actually a sim living there and using the items. For the curtains in these new apartments, I'm finding it really difficult because I don't know, it seems like for like the windows that have 3 together, there's not really any curtains that really I just said really a lot that work very well. Yeah, I don't know if you guys find that. So I always end up using the blinds from the My First Pet Stuff pack that everyone loves so much. But even the blinds in this pack are either all the way down or cover quite a lot of the window. It'd be nice if there were just some blinds that are all the way up, so you can see that there's something there to cover the window, but it's not. I don't know, just a little frustration of mine. Here we're just going around decorating the rest of the kids' room. For the mother's room next door, we end up putting just one candle making station here. just because I thought it would be nice to have at least one of the new kind of skilled items in here. And I've been kind of looking forward to trying out making some candles in the game, so that should be good. But yeah, just keep this room relatively simple. I was kind of looking through the items in this pack and I wanted to cram them all in, but at the same time I didn't want it to be too cluttered, so I used a good majority of them, but not all. But as always, this is on the gallery if you'd like to download it for your game. I think if you just bulldoze this lot, it kind of gets rid of the floor and is a bit odd, but then if you push T to look down from the top view and place the room, it should work fine. But yeah, when I started building this, I found I had to delete everything instead of bulldozing the lot, so I'm not sure if they'll fix it or not. But anyhow, hope you enjoyed this little renovation and I will see you soon. Bye!